Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. We're going to be playing a solo version of Villagers. I'm really excited to play this for you. This game can be played from 1 to 5 players, and the solo version is completely different than the 2 to 5 player competitive version. And if you're interested in seeing how that is played, please go check out AntLab Games. They did a fantastic video, and I'm going to put the link right up here. Their playthrough was fantastic. I really recommend watching it if you're interested in getting this to play as a 2 to 5 player game. But if you're interested in a solo game, that's where you're going to see it, and you're going to see it right here. So let's get to doing a setup, and then we're also going to film the entire thing in this video. This game is short, it runs really quickly, and it plays so well. I'm super excited to bring this to you. So to begin the setup, we're going to take our village square. This is where we're going to place all the villagers we recruit, and also we're going to place our villagers here before we actually build them. On the back of this, it tells you the turn sequence, and this is going to be a little bit different for the solo version. I'm going to go through it as we go. So we're going to put that out right there, and then we're also going to take our founder. Our founder is going to be giving us 2 gold when it comes to our scoring phases, and if we don't have any of our food symbols out there, then we're going to have to flip this card. So we're going to put him right there next to our village square. Now we're going to be facing the Countess. She's right here. She gains 4 gold when we do the scoring things, and she's going to go right over here. And along with her, she gets these summer cards, and she also gets these winter cards. Depending on what area of the game we're in, she's going to be drawing these cards, and they're going to be detriments towards us, or else advantages for her. She starts herself with 1 gold. Our character, the founder over here, he starts with 8. So we're going to go ahead and give him his gold. We'll put it right there. And to make things a little bit easier, I'm going to move these down a little bit so that we have room for everything else, because there's a lot of stuff that's going to go on here. All right, our Countess is going down here, and we're going to put her cards right here. Now we're going to create the road. Now the road consists of these cards right here at the beginning, but then it's going to become random as it goes. So we're going to put all these cards down. There's, I believe, 6 of them. And these are the starting cards. I'm going to put these out here. Oh, my village is in the way. Oh, man, you know, I'm going to have to do this in multiple camera angles. I don't know if I get this all in one shot. All right, so we're going to put those there, and then we're also going to gain this huge stack of cards. Now, you're also going to put cards up here that is also going to be part of the road, and you're also going to put these scoring things out as well. And when you get to these points in the game, you're going to go ahead and score, and whoever has the most gold at the end wins. Now, you're going to put 2 down for every player, so that'd be 2. But in the solo version, there's 5. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And we're also going to continue down the road here, putting 5 for each thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth until we get the entire road created. Now these are the cards that we're going to pull onto the road after we draft other cards. So we're going to have to make sure we have enough of these. Now the amount of cards you draft is going to be equal to the food supply you have plus 2. Your village square always counts as 2, and then every one of these is going to count as an extra food source. You're going to be able to draft an extra person. So at the start of the phase, we're first going to have to turn over one of these summer event cards. And this one says, Betrayer Event. Take the top villager from your village and move it to the Countess's village. It cannot be a basic villager. Okay, so we're going to put that right here. Actually, it's supposed to go right here next to the road. Now, when it comes to the event phase, we're going to have to take care of this card. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and draft our first set of villagers into our village. Before that, we do that, I'm just going to put that here. We also get this Jester card. I forgot to mention this. I can discard a face-up Countess event, then discard the Jester. This is a one-time use. If she draws something that I think is absolutely devastating to what I'm planning to do, I can use that Jester to get rid of something. Now, if the actual text on the card starts triggering, I can't use the Jester. The Jester can only be used before any of the card would actually take place. Now, to explain what some of the stuff on the cards are, I would like to show you the Carpenter first. The Carpenter has this symbol. This means that he's going to unlock 8 different characters that you're going to find throughout this drafting area. And this house is how many villagers I'm able to build a turn. It's equal to the amount of houses, plus your village square, to a maximum of 5. You can't do any more than 5. Same with our harvester here. She has a food symbol of this red thing. She is able to help us draft characters, and you're able to draft characters to plus the number of food symbols you have up to a maximum of 5 again. So we're going to go ahead and figure out who we need first. But before we do that, we also get 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, if I can grab them, 4 and 5. Now there's some cards that you haven't seen yet, and that's going to be inside here. So the first ones are grapes. This is one of the type of characters that we're going to be able to build, a graper. There's also going to be blacksmith, lumberjack, and hayers, and they're all going to be able to use these different colors. You can also build these characters. They're going to go right on your founder, and your founder is able to build 2 different people or 2 different branches. You'll see how that works in the playthrough. So here's our graper. We have that. Now solitaries don't actually need other types of characters to build. They're just going to be built right away and just going to go right ahead on there, or right into your village. This is an agent. This one says that I get gold equal to the value of the coins placed on a villager. So I can choose a villager, and I'm going to get money based on that. You're going to see how this works. This silver symbol represents that I'm going to get money and I'm going to score points at the end of the game. The gold symbols are when I'm going to score points not only at the beginning, but also the end. So the gold symbols are really good. The silver symbols are really good at the end. So if you can get a lot of silver dudes at the end, that's really good. But if you're only having a bunch of silver at the beginning, you're not going to get much. So that's one of our guys. Let's see what else we got. We've got a Chandler. So we can just play this guy, and he's going to give us 3 gold when it comes to our scoring, and he also unlocks 4 different characters in there. Our last solitary guy is a beekeeper. Oh, this is perfect. So I've got a beekeeper. He gives me 4. Now, if we look here, it says carpenter. And so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to pay the carpenter $2 in order to be able to play our beekeeper. Now, if we don't have the carpenter, we have to pay the person that has the carpenter. And if it's the countess, we have to pay her $2. Now, if neither person, the countess or us, has the carpenter, we have to pay the bank $2 to build our beekeeper. And last but not least, we've got a milkmaid, which of course says we're going to need a cooper. So, and also here we go. This is also perfect. This is the chain that she is part of. So you see her highlighted right here, the milkmaid. Now it says hayer, grazer, milkmaid, and fromonger. As we progress through this chain, this character is going to kind of be better, and it's going to become more equipped at doing certain things. So right now, if we get the hayer, it's right over here. It has nothing. You're not going to get anything for it except for the actual hay symbol. But if we had the grazer, that would give us another one of these food symbols. I know what the grazer is. And the milkmaid then gives us 2, and the fromonger is going to give us some other things as well. So you want to try to build up to the top chain to get the most out of your characters. So these are all the characters we have in our hand, and we're going to want to think about what we want to play based on what we draft out of here. Now that the game is set up, if you're ready to see if our village can take on the Countess, then I need you to meet me at the table. So we're going to start by doing our first round of drafting. Now, of course, all I have is my starting tile, so I'm only able to draft 2 things. Now, if we look at our cards, we're going to want to make sure we draft things that are going to help us in the future. For example, this graper has a food symbol, so I know I don't have to draft food symbols at least for the first round. The more food symbols you have, of course, the more you can draft. Now, if you have these building symbols, the more building symbols you have, the more you can build. So it's kind of good to start with those type of things. At least that's my theory. So we're going to go ahead and I believe we're going to take our carpenter, because not only is he good at building, but he also unlocks 8 things. So we're going to take our carpenter. Now we have to give one of these cards to the Countess, and our goal is to give her as least amount of points as possible. We don't want her to get a lot of points. So I think we're going to give her the harvester, because it doesn't give her any points, and all it gives her is this food symbol, which doesn't give her anything unless maybe it combos later. Now we're going to take 2 cards from up here, and they always start from this side to replenish the road. We got a horse trader, and we also got, a swineherd. Swineherds are really good. They're half of the chain that gets us up to this truffler. So I think we might take that. I know we already have a food symbol in there, but having 2 food symbols isn't the end of the world, and that's a really good one. Or we could take this cooper, because our cooper is actually going to combo with our milkmaid, and that's not too bad. Also, our blacksmith is good because he will combo with a cooper. Oh, there's so many good things out here. I don't know which one to take. I think we're going to go ahead and take our blacksmith. Oh, I like the cooper. Blacksmith. We're going to take blacksmith. Okay. Now we got to give her something. Oh, and I think I'm actually going to give her the stature, because the symbols like this aren't going to matter unless there's a card that gives her points based on these symbols. So all this card is worth is 2, according to the Countess right now. And we have to populate the road again with 2 more cards. We got a glass blower, which I'm not too worried about. And we also get a solitary character, the Fisher. All right, the Fisher isn't too bad either. He does give you food, and he gives you $3, and he combos with the Carpenter. And I've got the Carpenter, so we might want to save that guy. Speaking of saving, when you move into, after you're done drafting, you're allowed to put 1 gold on any one of these characters, and that's going to save them from being deleted pretty much. Now, I don't know which one to save. The Fisher's going to be pretty good for us, but I think I want this Cooper. I think that's be our plan. Now, I do like the Swineherd a lot too, though. It's kind of tough to decide what to take. Now, I think we're going to keep the Cooper. So we're going to remove all of these cards and put them right into the discard pile. And after we do that, we're going to fill the rest of the road with all of new cards here. We got an Ormuler, a Spelunker. Oh, that guy's pretty cool. A Bed Builder. He's going to go with our Carpenter. Another Fisher. Oh, this is going really good. And a Harvester. Oh, I think our Countess loves Harvesters. She's already got one. Why not give her more? Now that we've done drafting, we're going to go ahead and take these 2 cards into our hand and move into the build phase. So moving into the build phase, we're allowed to build 2 things based on the fact that we have the village square. So if we look through our cards, I think our best bet is to build a Graper because that'll allow us to draft more cards. And I think we're going to build our Carpenter because then we can build more guys. Oh, it's actually a fantastic plan here. Now, in order to build our Carpenter, we need a lumberjack. And the lumberjacks are found up here. They're kind of off camera, I know it, but these are basic villagers. You can go ahead and take up to 3 of these per turn, and the way you take them is you're going to have to go ahead and discard one of your cards here and put it face down onto any of the squares out here. I'm going to go ahead and just put it right there on top of that one. Doing that allows me to take the lumberjack. Now, if we look at the lumberjack's card, he's got this little book symbol. Well, it's not a book symbol. It's actually meaning 2 cards. 2 different things can be played on each basic villager. So I could, again, play another thing over here on this lumberjack. So we're going to put our lumberjack right over there, and we're going to put our Graper right here. Now, that is the end of our build phase. Now we have to go over to the Countess and take care of her event phase. So the Countess has 2 cards. She doesn't have a build phase. As she draws cards, she just is going to go ahead and be able to build them. There's no stopping her, and she doesn't have to take advantage of any of those chains. She just automatically gets whatever card she pulls. Also, she doesn't have to take advantage of these lock symbols, so she doesn't have to pay anybody to play the cards. She just gets to. I guess that's what you get for being a Countess. So she has the card Betrayer, and it says here, take a top villager from your village and move it to the Countess's village. It cannot be a basic villager. So I can't just build a lumberjack and then give it to her. That doesn't work. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give her that Graper that I played. Sadly, I really wanted to keep the Graper, but I think it's better than giving her the Carpenter. Now, I'm just going to put the Graper on top of the Harvester. I know it doesn't go on there, but she's going to be gaining a lot of cards, and this way I can just pile them all up so you can at least see what she has. Now, with that done, we're going to discard this card. Now, the other advantage to being the Countess is you're able to take the top card from the bonus deck over there that I have, and we're going to go ahead and reveal it. Oh, she got a Seeker. Good. That's absolutely terrible for her and absolutely awesome for us because it's worth nothing. And she's going to put that into her hand. Now, this card matters a lot because that determines how many of these cards I have to deal with in the next turn. If she draws something that is worth 10 or more, I only have to deal with 1 card. If she draws something that's 1 to 9, I have to deal with 2 cards. Now, if she draws something that's worth nothing, which is what the Seeker is, I have to draw 3 cards and resolve these when they happen. Now, let's see what this one says. This is going to happen during the event phase, so next turn I'm going to have to deal with this. The Countess adds gold from the bank to a villager with a keyring in her village. Add as much gold as the number in the keyring. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, they have to deal with that. Now, let's see what else we have. Value-added tax. Pay the Countess 1 gold for each gold symbol in your village. Oh, I don't want a lot of gold villages in my, or gold in my symbols in my village then. And serfdom. Getting a basic villager requires you to place the villager, the Countess, oh no, a villager in the Countess's village instead of returning to the road. Oh, that's terrible too. All right, so she's got absolutely a mountain of junk over here. These are all barf cards. I don't want to deal with any of those, but we're going to have to. Now, I do have that Jester. I could play it and remove any one of these cards, but I think we're going to be okay. We'll see how it all transpires. I'm guessing it's not going to go the best, but we'll see how it goes. So we're moving into our second draft phase, and I would really like to take this Fisher, but I have to pay the shipwright, and I don't have a shipwright, and there's no shipwright out here. And because of her card out there, I'd have to pay the bank 3 just to play this guy. I might take him just to have him for later, but I could take this bed builder, and it's going to give me 4, plus it'll help pay the carpenter. And don't forget, we put $1 on this Cooper. That's not a bad idea either. The harvester is kind of an interesting concept, but I know I kind of want to give that to her. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this Cooper, because I get to take the gold that the Cooper has. So we're going to put that in our stash, and we're going to give her this harvester. I have to give her the harvester. I just don't want her to have any points. Oh man, I'm having so much trouble picking up cards off this table. All right, she gets that, and we're going to go ahead and flip over the next 2 cards. A mason, oh, he's pretty good. I can get another building thing. And a vinter. Well, sadly, somebody took my graper, so I can't take advantage of the vinter. Now I have to figure out what we're going to take next. I could take this splunker, hope to see a seeker and a jeweler at some point. That'd be a lot of points, but I don't have a chandler, do I? Oh, I do have a chandler. That's really good. I think we are going to take that splunker. I think that's going to be our best bet here. We're going to take the splunker into our hand, and we're also going to give her, oh no, what are we going to give her? I think we're going to have to give her this mason, just because it's only worth 2, and I don't have to worry about, I don't get the build symbol though. You know, it'll be okay. We're going to go ahead and give her the mason, and that's going to be it. We're going to put 2 more cards down. Now I only can draft 2 because I don't have my graper anymore. Okay, that's it for them. I do get to put $1, or a little buck, sorry, a gold on one of these to try to save them. Oh man, there's some really good ones out there. Now we already have a carpenter, so I don't have to worry about him. This is a late build, so I'm not really worried about him. I'm going to get rid of the Fisher and this Vinter, so it's basically between these 2. The card rate's really good, but I don't have a wheeler out there. I think I'm going to save the bed builder. That's my best bet, I think. All right, so we're going to go ahead and discard these cards and go put out some new cards that are going to be hopefully a little bit more helpful. We got a peddler. That's not very helpful. Oh, another peddler. That's not very helpful at all. A Cooper. Come on, something good. Oh, a brewer. That's not bad. And a wood carver. Okay, we're going to put these in the discard up here. Now that's the end of our draft phase. I only was able to manage 2 cards, so let's go see what we can build. Now because I have the carpenter, I'm allowed to build at least 3 things. I think we're going to build our blacksmith, our Cooper, and what else are we going to build? Oh, this is kind of a tough call. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to do something a little bit different this time. We're going to build the chandler and the beekeeper, and there's a reason for that, and you'll see. I'm thinking I should have drafted a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and, oh, I got a plan. We're going to build our blacksmith. Okay, that's it. Now, in order to build the blacksmith, we have to discard one of these cards back into the road. But the Countess has one of those cards out here called Serfdom, which states, getting a basic villager requires you to place a villager in the Countess's village instead of returning it to the road. So instead of returning the milkmaid to the road, I'm going to give it to her. She can have it. 2 more food symbols, no points. I'm okay with that. And that's going to give me a minor. And I'm going to go ahead and play my blacksmith. Now, the reason I didn't play my other cards is I would have to give up some of these cards to her. And I don't want to do that. So the chandler is going to be worth 3. And it's going to unlock 4 things. I'm just going to put that right down here. Now we also get the beekeeper. The beekeeper is going to be awesome. We're going to put the beekeeper right here. Now the beekeeper is worth 4, but on top of that, our beekeeper gets to pay our carpenter 2 gold, which I'm dropping all over the place. The carpenter gets 2 gold. It goes right there. And there we go. That is our build phase. We hold a splunker and a Cooper still in our hand. Now let's go to the event phase. All right, so we start the event phase off by going and having to take care of these. First, we have bribes. The Countess adds gold from the bank to a villager with a key ring in her village. Add as much gold as the number in the key ring. I believe they're referring to this key ring right here. And I've got 2 that have 2 in them. So I get to add 2 gold to that harvester. Countess adds gold from the bank to a villager. So only 1. So that's going to be her. All right, we've dealt with that card. Next, we have that serfdom. Well, we've already done that. That serfdom stole our milkmaid. All right, let's see what else we got here. Pay the Countess 1 gold for each gold symbol in your village. Now, if we take a look at our village, I kind of screwed this up. I gave her $4. Look at this. I built the beekeeper, the chandler, the blacksmith all last turn. That's 3 points for her. And also I have my founder card as well, which if you read the bottom, actually I don't have the founder card. It says if you have no food at the end of the build phase, flip this card. I don't. I have to go ahead and flip this. So now it's considered a food card. So actually I don't have to pay her for this one. But I do have to pay her for the other gold symbols I have. So she's going to gain 3 gold. All right, she also gets a blind draw off the top. She gets a truffler. Oh no, this guy's worth 8. Oh, that was a bad draw for me. All right, now that card is worth 1 to 9. I wish it would have been worth 1. She's going to gain 2 cards from her summer deck. It says land claim. Pay the Countess 2 gold for each basic villager in your village. Oh, okay, well that's going to be 4 so far. Oh, yuck. That one's terrible. What's this one? Black market. You and the Countess scores the silver villagers in your village. Oh, that's going to be during the event phase next turn. Oh, man. All right, so we're going to have to see if... Well, I don't think that's going to matter to any of us right now, is it? None of us have any silver cards at this point, so this one doesn't play into effect. So I want to make sure not to give her any of her silver cards. That is the plan. So we're going to move into our next drafting phase. And sadly, I do get to draft 3 things, but I did lose the $2 that our 2 coins, sorry, that our founder was giving us because we had to flip him over to the food symbol based on the fact that we had no guys giving us food in our village. Now we're able to draft 3 cards, and that's actually going to bring us to our first scoring round. So you're going to see how that works. Let's see, what are we going to go ahead and take? We can take 3 things. When we wanted this bed builder, I put it there for a reason. I think we're going to take the bed builder. It's going to be an easy points. Now this one, this peddler right here, I don't have a Cartwright sadly, but it's going to give you 3 gold for every 2 gold symbols you have on your cards, and I already have 3. So if I took it, I'd get 4, but it wouldn't score until this round. So that's a good late round grab. Instead, I think we are going to take the bed builder, which means we're going to have to get a hayer of some kind, or I could get this brewer, and he pays the Cooper. Actually, let's do that. We're going to grab this brewer, though I kind of wanted to give that to the Countess because it's not worth anything. I think instead we're going to give her this wood carver and hope she doesn't get any wood cards. That's going to be our plan. Now let's go ahead and pull 2 more hair. Oh, wow, look, both bed builders are out there. And we got a grazer. Oh, there's one we can use to get food too. Oh, I should have not grabbed the brewer. I could have grabbed the grazer. Oh, well, I didn't know. All right, we have the Cooper and the Splunker in our hand. I think this time we are going to grab this bed builder. He's not too bad. We're going to put him right there, and we're going to be able to keep that coin that we got. Now we have to figure out, we're going to give her the grazer. Again, I love giving her cards that aren't worth any money, and this grazer isn't worth anything. So we're going to go like that. Now we're going to put out 2 more cards. Oh, locksmith. Oh, he's really good. And the agent. Oh, that's really good for her because I don't want to. She's not going to make much money off this, I hope. All right, we're going to grab 1 more because we have 2 cards. I'm really thinking this locksmith might be really good at the end. But again, we're looking at right now. I think as it sits, I'm allowed to build 3 things. I need to find a way to also build more things. So I think we're looking at these 3 as our builds anyway. So whatever we pick up is going to be something we're going to be looking for into the next round. I think we're going to go ahead and take this locksmith. I think he's going to be pretty good. We're going to put him there. I'm sorry, I took these 2 cards off. I should not have done that. There we go. And now we have to give her something. She gets the agent. Have fun with this agent. He's not worth anything unless you have golds on your villager. And right now she does have one that has 2. So she is going to score 2 points from him, but it's better than a lot of other things. Next we got, oh, another beekeeper. He's pretty cool. And we also have, oh, there's the milkmaid. Oh, she loves milkmaids. But sadly, a lot of this is going to disappear because I have to put a coin on one of these. Now, it is an optional thing to do. I do not have to put a gold down if I don't want to, but I think we're going to because why not? I think we're going to keep our beekeeper. He's really cool. Oh, our bed builder's actually better. Our bed builder's way better. All right, we're going to go ahead and get rid of all this stuff. We're going to draw some new cards. Let's see what we're going to get from our deck here. We get a wood carver. Oh, another wood carver. Now I have to turn this to know that we're going to our market phase. The log rafter. We also get a hunter. Oh, he's kind of good for her. Now I'm not going to ever give this to her because she gets 3 gold for every food symbol. That's going to be terrible. I also have to discard this milkmaid if I can pick it up off the table. Then we oh, there's the fromonger, but I don't have any way to get to it because I've been giving all those cards that go with this thing all the way to her. It takes the hare, the grazer, the milkmaid to get to the fromonger, and I've been giving all those to her because they're actually not worth anything until you get to the fromonger. All right, that's our draft phase. I'm going to take these 3 cards into my hand, and we're going to go ahead and build. So our village is slowly growing out really well. Now I'm able to build 3 things, 2 because of this and 1 because of our carpenter. Now the ones I'm choosing to build, I was originally going to build this bed builder, but because of her event cards, that's a bad idea, and I'll show you when we get there. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to build these 3 cards, and we're going to build them in a certain order so we can take advantage of everything. The first thing we're going to build is our Cooper. We're going to put it out there, and we're going to have to pay our blacksmith $2. The next thing we're going to do is build our brewer. Now our brewer has to pay the Cooper $2. So we're going to go ahead and pay our Cooper. Where is it? Right there. The last thing we're going to play is our locksmith, who pays our blacksmith $2. Now this won't score until the second round, but it's going to be a little trick because I'm actually going to take advantage of what this event card has that the Queen has here. It says you and the Countess score the silver villagers in your village, and that's going to take place during the event phase, and that's actually going to be a lot more points than that bed builder would be worth when we went to the scoring round. So here's our Countess's village. She's actually, I think she's doing actually a little bit better than us. So we're going to see how her event cards affect everybody. The first one is land claim. Pay the Countess 2 gold for each basic villager in your village. Now I have a lumberjack and a miner. That's it. So I have to pay her $4. So here is her 4 gold. I hope you like it. 4 gold for her. Next thing we have to do is the black market. This is where I'm going to get sneaky. It says you and the Countess score the silver villagers in your village. And her silver villager, she has a wood carver, which gives her gold equal to the gold printed on your wood villagers. She doesn't have any wood villagers. Woohoo! Next thing we've got is this. It's our agent. Gold equal to the value of the coins placed on a villager. Well, I did place 2 gold on that villager, so she is going to gain 2 gold from that villager. All right. That's the end of her black market. Let's look at ours. So the only silver guy I have is our blacksmith. And he says 2 gold for each padlock symbol. I kind of did this on purpose. This is going to be absolutely awesome. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4, so I get 8 gold based on that locksmith. Now I'm going to take a 10 and I'm going to get rid of this too. So we have 15. Oh, that's really good. All right. So now that we've finished up that, let's finish her event phase. So now that we've resolved both of these cards, we're going to go ahead and give her a blind card from the side here. Oh, I hope this wood card isn't worth too much because I've got this wood carver over here. Oh, it's a log rafter. Good. It's not really worth anything. All right, that's fantastic. All right, but it's not, oh, it's worth 1 for each wood symbol. So it's worth 1, 2, 3 in technically. So this card, I'm only going to have to pull 2 instead of 3 if it was worth nothing. Our first one is Sinister Banquet. The Countess earns 2 gold for each food in her village. I'm giving her food. That's terrible. All right. Oh, here we got Mood Swing. Discard this event. Then deal a new event from the same deck to replace it. Resolve the new event immediately. All right. Let's see what this event does for us. Hopefully something good. I'm going to guess not. It says the Countess's Bank. Unlocking by paying the bank costs 3 gold on the build phase. All right, so that's taking place right now when I go to the build phase. That's terrible. All right, we are done with that. We're going to go into our first scoring round. So we're going to move into our first market phase. Now let's read the card. It says, turn this card sideways when revealed. No card may be placed on top of it. In the round, when the first 2 leftmost stacks are emptied, the first market phase will happen after the build phase. Now that is different in the solo version. It does tell us to do this after the event phase. So it also says here, discard this card after the first market phase. And this is going to show you what you're scoring in the first market phase. You're going to score all gold equal to the amount found inside all of your gold symbols here. You're also going to gain gold for each gold you have on your character. So let's go ahead and take care of that. If we look at our gold symbols, we've got 4, 8, 10, 13. Plus we got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 gold. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to put 21. Oh, wow, what a great, I think that's going to put us right out in the lead. I'm really excited for that. Now that's done. Let's go see how she did. Now, if we total up the yellow symbols here, she has 10, 12, plus she gets 2 for that one, 14. Now, we don't do the silver symbols on the first market phase, so she gains a total of 14. All right, we did pretty good. Now, sadly, she also gets 4 more for being the Countess herself. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of these 5, and we're going to go ahead and remove the 1 here. So now we go into the draft phase. I think we're going to go ahead and take this hunter. I know that's probably not the best bet, but I need something else that gives me food. And I'd like to give it to her, but she already has that thing that tells her that she's going to get 2 gold for every food symbol she has. Instead, we're going to give her the wood carver again and hope that she doesn't get any wood symbols that are worth money. All right, we're also going to put down 2 more cards. Another Chandler. And we also get, oh, a Seeker. Now he's going to go with our Splunker. Oh, we're totally taking the Seeker. Sadly, I know it's not worth anything, but I really want to get that extra gold. Now I have to give her something. Oh, do I give her the Log Rafter or do I give her this The Chandler's only worth 3 and it doesn't do anything else for her. We're going to give her the Chandler. That's going to be okay. Now that's our second build or draft. We're going to draft a couple more here. Let's see, we get, oh, another Hunter, a Grocer. Oh, wow, lots of bad things for us to give to her. I don't like any of it. Now, I did put this bed builder out here, and I was planning to pick that up, but I'm not sure if we want that anymore. It's hard to say. I think we still are going to take the bed builder just so I can get the gold, if anything else. We're going to put that into our draft pile down here. Now, that's going to give us our 3. Now, we have to give her something. Do I give her this? This is going to give her 2 points, plus it's going to combo with that other Log Rafter. I think that's a bad idea. I am actually just going to give her this Hunter because that's going to be oodles of gold, 3 for every food symbol, and she's got 2, 4, 6 right now. Oh man, 6 times 3 is 18. I don't think so. And 15, not happening. She's going to get this, which I'm going to have to give her $2 for right now. But in the long run, I think it'll be better. So let's go put 2 more cards out. We get a Truffler. Oh, another Truffler. That'll be pretty good. And I've got the Hunter, I think. Yeah, I just drafted the Hunter. And a Wine Trader. Oh man, I don't have any other wine people. I think we're going to, oh, we don't get to take anything. We have to put a coin down. I think we're going to save the Truffler. We're going to remove all these from the game here. I don't think any of those are going to help us out, but there's a potential that that Truffler might. Now let's see what else we found. Oh, we found a Vinter, another Fromonger, another Splunker, a Horse Trader, and a Wheeler. Oh man, all right. The Wheeler's not too bad, and this Horse Trader I think might be pretty good. But we're going to pick up our 3 cards, and we're going to go build our stuff. Now I'm able to build 4 things. 1, 2, and then 3, 4 for our town square. So I'm going to choose to build these 4 right here. And I don't even think I can do that now that I think about it. Oh no, this is going to be terrible. I don't have enough characters here that I was able to draft to be able to put these guys all out. So instead we are going to build the Hunter. We're going to put the Bed Builder back in order to grab a Miner, because I want to start getting this Seeker-Splunker combo going. So we're going to do the Seeker and the Splunker. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now in order to build this, I have to get another Hare. But in order to get the Hare, I got to put this back. So I can't actually do it. So I have to keep this in my hand. But we do have to pay our Chandler 2 gold for being able to play our Splunker. So that's the end of our build phase. Now moving over to the Countess's thriving metropolis here, we're going to have to take care of our event cards, which is probably not going to be very good. Of course, we have this one, which is absolutely devastating. Maybe I should have used my Jester on this one. The Countess earns 2 gold for each food in her village. Well, she's got a ton. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, yuck. Wait, is that it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yep. Oh, no, here's one right here. 16. All right, so she's going to gain 16 gold. Oh, that was actually pretty bad. And of course, we already took care of this because it was during the build phase. So that's done. Now, we have to draft 1 more special card for her, and let's see what she got. Oh, a Thatcher. That's really good. It's not worth much at all. Now, the interesting thing is now we have to remove the summer deck. The reason why is you remove the summer deck and replace it with this winter deck after the first market phase has been resolved. And since it's been resolved, we're all done. We're going to draft from the winter phase, or grab cards from the winter phase now, which is going to be really bad because I think they're going to be worse. This is all that she got for her blind draw. So I have to draw 2 of them. Oh, no. Let's see what the first one says. It says, protection money. Pay the Countess gold equal to the value of the coins placed on one of your villagers. Oh, that's not too bad because I only have to pay her 2 because I only have, it's only on 1 village, right? On one of your villagers. Yep, so it's only 1, so that's going to be okay. Next one says, arson. What's this? In the build phase, 1 less build action or pay 3 gold to the bank. Actually, that's not too bad either because I couldn't even build all my stuff last time. All right, I think we're okay with those 2 cards. So now I have 4 food symbols, so I'm able to at least get 4 things this turn. So let's see what I should draft. This Horse Trader might be kind of cool. Not giving her the Wheeler because that Wood Carver would get a lot of stuff going on here. I don't have anything that's going to help with that. So I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to take, actually I think we might take the Wheeler. Maybe we'll get lucky here. We're going to take the Wheeler and we're going to give her this Vinter. I know it's 5 points, but it's less than anything else that's out there. Even this is worth 6 points right now. All right, we're going to give her that. And we're going to go ahead and see what comes up. Another Bed Builder and a Jeweler. Oh, my Jeweler. I want the Jeweler so bad. All right, we're taking the Jeweler. There's no doubt about that. And she's going to get this Bed Builder. Why? Because, actually, it's our Bed Builder. I totally forgot I put it on top till right now. It's like, how's there another Bed Builder? All right, she's going to grab that. It's worth 4, but I have nothing I can do about that. She's going to take, oh, this Freemason's not good for me. And let's see what else we got. Oh, I got a Swineherd. Well, I could get that and get 2 points, but I think I like some of these other things instead. I wish I gave my hands to the other Seeker, but I already gave it to her over there. Instead, I think we're going to take, oh, should we take this Horse Trader? I don't think it's going to really benefit us too much. This Freemason might be pretty good. I get 3 for every symbol. That's 6 at least, plus the Brewer, I get 2 from it. Let's go ahead and take the Freemason. That's not too bad. Now, oh, totally taking the Swineherd for her. She can have this. It's only worth 2 points. All right. Now, that is 3 drafts for us. We get 1 more. So I can take either, oh, another Freemason. That's not too bad to have. Or I can take this Glass Blower, but I get 4, and that's really it. Well, I get 6. This gets me 6 plus an extra 2 for the Brewer. So that's 8. This thing isn't worth anything right now, and I don't think I'm even going to build any hay symbols. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to take this Freemason again, and we're going to give up, or we're going to give, I'm not going to give her the Fromonger. We're going to give her this Glass Blower. It's another 4. I know, yuck. Now, I've drafted my 4 things that I can draft. Let's see what else comes out. Oh, an agent and a shipwright. Oh, there's the shipwright. Where were you when I needed you? Okay. I'm able to put a coin on one if I want to save one, but I'm not sure really what I'd want to save. Of course, if I already saved the truffler, not saving this doesn't do any good. Definitely not saving that. I don't know if this agent's really going to do me a lot of good. And the shipwright's a little bit too late for him. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I think we are going to save the agent in case I have some stuff down here that might be able to help. All right, we're going to get rid of all these cards and we're going to go ahead and draw up some new cards and we're going to see what happens. We got, Wattler, an Ormuller. Oh, that might be pretty good for us. There's that Graper. Where's she all my life? Oh, another Jeweler. And we just discarded the Splunker, so that's guy's no good for us. But the good thing is we know she's not going to get the Jeweler off the blind draw. Oh, that would have been absolutely terrible. All right, we're going to take these cards into our hand, and we're going to go build some stuff. So now we get to build up to 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that card over there that she has says I'm only allowed to build 3 unless I want to pay 3 gold. I'm not paying 3 gold to build things. So we're going to just build these 3 guys. I'm going to put my Jeweler right on top of here, and we're going to pay our blacksmith 2 gold. Then I'm going to play both these Freemasons out. I'm just going to put them right on top of each other. They do the same thing, and both of them pay the brewer. We're actually doing a really good job of comboing some stuff together. And remember that agent card I was thinking about picking up? I think we're going to, because that agent's going to pay out 6 right now to that blacksmith if I pick him up. So our Countess's village is getting absolutely ridiculous, but we're going to go ahead and take care of these. First, we have that arson card. We only built 3, so we're okay with that one. The next one is pay the Countess gold equal to the value of the coins placed on one of your villagers. I'm going to choose my Cooper. My Cooper only has 2 gold on him, so I'm going to go have to pay him 2, or pay her, 2 gold. There we go. She gets her 2 gold. We're going to discard that card. We're going to draw a blind card and see what happens. She gains the Mason. Oh, that's really good. Now, sadly, it's good and bad because, of course, it's good that it only gives her 2 points, but it's bad because I have to draw 2 of these cards. The first one is Rats. In the draft phase, draft 1 less card or pay 3 gold to the bank. Oh, I don't really like that. All right, let's see what the next one is. Next one is Spy Network. The Countess earns the value of 1 of your silver symbols. Oh, no. Hopefully I don't have something that's worth a ton over there. All right, it's time to use our Jester. I want to get rid of Spy Network. I do not like this card. It says here, discard a face-up Countess event, then discard the Jester. I don't like the fact that she's going to be able to gain a silver symbol from us because I have 6 is the least I'm going to gain for my silver symbols, and I'm hoping to gain more. So instead, I'm going to have to draft 1 less card. I was actually thinking about taking this out until that Spy Network came out. Now this is probably going to be our last draft phase, and I'm only able to draft 3. Normally 4, but because of the rats, I'm only able to draft 3 unless I want to pay 3. So we'll see what comes out. Maybe something will catch my eye. Well, something has caught my eye, this agent. We're going to go ahead and take the agent, and I get the gold that goes along with him. And we're going to give her, yep, you guessed it, the Graper. Go ahead, have some grapes on me. Let's see what 2 cards come out. Oh, a Locksmith and a Priest. This Locksmith right here is totally mine. If I win the game, it's going to be because of this card right here. You watch and see. This card is awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and take that. She gets the Wattler. I don't want to deal with any of this stuff going on. This ore symbols are too much for me to deal with, and I don't want her to get 8 points, and she's got actually quite a bit of these guys as well. So she gets the Wattler. Have fun with that. I was actually hoping to take that Wattler, but we'll see what happens here. Oh, another Wattler comes out. That's actually pretty funny. All right, and another one we get is our Poltier. All right, so now we're going to go into our second market phase after this. Now, I only get 1 more card. Do I draft the Wattler? Or do I go ahead and take the $3? Or this Ormuller. This Ormuller is going to give me a lot of points. It's going to get me, what, 2, 3, 6, 9. 9 points for the Ormuller? Yeah, we're totally taking the Ormuller. That's going to be really good. Now, she's going to take out the Wattler. She gets all these cards that aren't worth anything. Now, I do have to put 2 more cards out here, and they have to come from this blind deck now. And since I'm looking at what I see here, is there anything that's going to get me more points than it's going to be worth? Actually, there is. There's a card out there that's going to help me. I'm going to go ahead and pay the bank 3. I'm going to take 2 back in order to be able to do 1 more draft, because I only have 3 cards, and I'm allowed 4. Now, I have to make sure I do this right. I think our Priest is going to be awesome. We're going to take the Priest. This is going to be so good. Our Priest is going to join us, and I have to give 1 more card to her, though. She can have a Shipwright. It's only worth 2. There we go. She's done. We're done. We're all done. Now, I never got this coin from the Truffler I was thinking about, but that is the end of all our drafts. We're going to be moving to the second market phase after we do the build phase. All right, I'm able to build 4 things. I've got 1, 2, and then 3, 4 are square. So I've chosen these 4 things right here. I'm going to move my miner up a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and put the locksmith right on him. You see, that's going to be my game winner right there. We're going to put our priest right here, our agent right next to him right down there, and we're going to go ahead and discard our wheeler and grab a hair to put our ormular on. Oh, this is going to be so good. Just wait. I'm really excited for how many points we're going to be able to get out of this. Now let's go take care of the event phase, then we're going to do the market phase. So our wonderful Metropolis looks absolutely fantastic. Hers is just a card mess right here. And I will clean it all up when we move into the scoring phase. Our rats card is done. So now that that is done, we still have to give her one more card from the event phase. And it's a grazer. Oh, what a way to end. She gets nothing for it. That's fantastic. Now, the interesting thing is, now the event phase is done, I believe we still have to draw some cards before we go to the market phase. So I'm going to have to grab 3 cards. So hopefully none of these destroy my town. Abduction. Discard a village card from your hand. Oh, no problem. Bye-bye, Mr. Bed Builder. Thank you for playing. Next, we're going to go ahead and see what we get. Conscription. The Countess takes an extra villager from the face-down stack on the road or the reserve. Okay, that's not going to come into play because we're moving into the second market phase. Now, if this one says, like, your village is destroyed, I've got problems. Arrest. Discard the top card of your village. It cannot be a basic villager. Okay, now both of these take place during the event phase. Actually, I shouldn't have lost my bed builder because they're going to take place during the next event phase, and that's actually not going to happen. So the 3 cards she drew don't take place, and I'm going to go into the second market phase. So we're going to move into the second market phase, and the card says exactly the same thing, except for the end it says after the second market phase, the game ends. So the first thing we're going to do is add up all our gold inside the gold symbols. And if I've done my math correctly, it comes to 33. We got 33 gold. So I've got my 33 gold right here. We're going to put it there. That 20 bucks really helped. 20 plus 30 and 3. All right, so we got 33. The next thing we're going to do is add up our silver. Now, this is where we're going to shine. We've got our agent. Our agent says gold equal to the value of the coins placed on a villager. I'm going to choose my blacksmith. So we're going to gain 6 gold. I've got that right here. Next, we've got our Freemasons. We've got 2 of these guys. They're going to give us 3 gold for each builder. And we've got 2 builders, our brewer and our carpenters. So that's 6 each. 6 plus 6 is 12. So we're going to go ahead and take 12 gold for our brewers, and our agent's done already. The next thing we have is our priest. Our priest says we get 3 gold for every 2 hats. So it's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, that priest is awesome. So we got 12 for that. I'm going to put that over here. Now, our blacksmith says 2 gold for each padlock symbol. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 times 2 is 20, times 2 is 40. Did I tell you those locksmiths are awesome? So I got 40 bucks for them. And looking at it right now, I don't believe I paid my chandler to put my priest down. But that's okay. I missed that. That's my fault. So if we lose by 2, it's my own fault. But oh, those locksmiths, 20 each. Oh, that's so good. All right, so we got all our gold right up here. Let's see how the Countess did. So this is what remains of our Countess's village. I took out a lot of these cards that were just non-point scoring cards. None of these are going to help her when it comes to her scoring. So we're going to go ahead and count up all the gold symbols in there. And that comes to 40, unless my math is wrong. And it could very well be. I'm not the greatest mathematician if you ever seen my other playthroughs. So she's gained 40 from that. Now she also gets to score all the silver ones as well. So she gets a log rafter, and it says 1 gold for every wood symbol. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's going to gain 5 gold for the wood symbol. All right, the next thing she's going to do is she's also going to gain gold equal to the gold printed on your wood villagers. Now, she only has 1 wood villager worth 2, but she's got it twice, so she gains 4. And on top of that, she has this agent. This agent is going to be able to give her gold equal to the value of the golds printed on a villager. So she's going to go ahead and get 2 gold for that harvester she has. And then she also gets to keep the gold from the harvester and put it there. I forgot to take the gold off of my characters, and I'll make sure to do that and count up all my gold. Now let's see who actually was the best village. So after adding everything up, our Countess comes to 119 gold. Oh man, that's a pretty tough number to beat. Now we ended up with 136. We actually destroyed her. And that's just from everything there. This was the 16 I forgot to take off of our characters. You're able to collect the gold off your characters in the last scoring round. So we had, oh my gosh, 120, 30, 40, we had 152. I may have done some math wrong, but that sounds like a crushing defeat for the poor Countess. Now, of course, when we played, there were a few things that she didn't get that would have helped her out. A lot of the cards that she played against us weren't that too bad. And of course, that one that was able to score us the silver symbols, being able to score that locksmith just out of the blue really was a powerful card for us. And being able to draft a whole ton of cards that really didn't help her very much, that really saved our day as well. And she didn't draw anything good from that blind draw. I think the best thing she got was, I think, like a Vinter, or maybe that Truffler. Her Truffler is probably her most powerful scoring card she drew from the blind. Now imagine if she would have drawn things like the Jeweler and things. That could have totally changed the way this worked. But as you have it, we have beat the Countess in this playthrough. And that's the end of our solo playthrough of Villagers. If you're interested in a non-solo version of the game where you're playing against other people, like I said, please check out Ant Lab Games' video. I'm going to post it in the description below, and also I had a link to it at the beginning of this video. So please go check that out. They do a fantastic job. As for this one, I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, give it a like, hit the thumbs up symbol, don't forget to hit the bell symbol, and you know when the next playthrough comes. Also, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. Have you played Villagers? What do you think of it? I think this is a phenomenal game. I'm having so much fun playing this, not only solo, but I also have a great time playing this competitive. This is one of the few competitive games I really, truly enjoy playing with anybody I ever meet. Again, thank you so much for watching, and if you're excited to see what is coming next, then I need you to meet me at the table.